A very good afternoon to you and welcome to this edition of Lunchtime News. I'm Katharina Chang. Starting off with your headlines this afternoon, MP Sathanayake released on bail. CID questions MP Duminda Silva once again. New units established to investigate those who possess lands illegally. And instructions issued to underqualified persons serving university governing councils to step down. Now moving on to the stories in detail. Parliamentarian Sathanayake, who was placed under remand custody on charges of forging false documents, was granted bail by the Colombo Magistrates Court. The bail was granted on the grounds of insufficient evidence provided by the police through courts. Accordingly, Magistrate Thilina Gamage ordered that the bail be granted to MP Sathanayake on two sureties amounting to 1 million rupees each. The case will be taken up again on the 11th of March. Meanwhile, 4th Magistrate Gihampila Pitiya granted bail to former Deputy Minister Sarana Gunawardena. He was granted bail on a cash bail of 150,000 rupees and a surety amounting to 60 million rupees. Sarana Gunawardena was arrested on 107 charges filed at the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption. Now moving on to other local news, United People Freedom Alliance parliamentarian Duminda Silva was summoned to the Criminal Investigations Department for questioning this morning once again. According to our reporter at the CID headquarters in Fort, the MP had arrived to the CID at around 11:40 a.m. Our reporter said that there are a number of journalists present at the foot of the CID building. UPF MP Duminda Silva was interrogated by officers of the Criminal Investigation Department for more than 6 hours yesterday. The drug baron, who is in police custody, had claimed to have made payments to the MP when interrogated by the police. The Criminal Investigations Department yesterday had questioned UPF MP Duminda Silva over money laundering allegations and connection to drug trafficking. A new judge of the Court of Appeal was sworn in this morning. Hema Kumudini was sworn in as the judge of the Court of Appeal before President Maithripala Sirisena at the Presidential Secretariat this morning. Meanwhile, President Maithripala Sirisena also handed a letter of appointment to the new director of the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption to Rukshidaya Wickramasinghe this morning. A Deputy Inspector General and a Senior Superintendent of Police have been transferred with immediate effect. In a communique issued by the police headquarters bearing the signature of police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana, Jayanta Wickramasinghe, who was serving as the DIG of Logistics at the police headquarters, has been appointed as the new DIG of the Prime Minister's Security Division. Furthermore, Director of the Terrorism Investigation Division, SSP Asanga Karavita, has been appointed as the new Director of the Prime Minister's Security Division. The State Minister of Higher Education has instructed those who do not possess the required level of educational qualifications serving the University Governing Council to step down from their positions. State Minister Professor Rajiv Vijay Singh has said that their instructions were issued to the chairperson of the University Grants Commission.
State Minister Professor Rajiv Vijay Singh has said that the chairperson of the UGC has made the necessary arrangements to notify the representatives of university governing councils of this decision. While the University Governing Council consists of the Vice-Chancellor and other officials at various levels at the university, including the appointment of a group of representatives of the UGC, their qualifications have come under scrutiny. State Minister Professor Rajiv Vijay Singh went on to say that with these appointments of underqualified officials to the Governing Council, there have been many political interferences within universities over the recent past. The State Minister adds that this has harmed academic and other activities of university students.
Minister of Lands MKATS Gunawardena says that a special unit will be appointed to look into those who have acquired land illegally. Minister Gunawardena made this statement at an event held in Galevala yesterday.
An event was held at the TD Thennakoon Memorial Hall in Galevala to present land deeds those who do not possess land deeds and licenses in the Central Province.
පසුගිය කාලයක් තිස්සේ
We have included the fact that land deeds have not been issued to 34,634 innocent people in our 100-day program. And within the first week of next month, we will begin issuing these land deeds to these people. The reason behind the delay of distributing these land seats, which have been passed down from one generation to another and which rightfully belongs to you, was because those who were seated in high positions in the government wanted to claim these lands. If our rights or our motherlands have been sold to anyone, and if you possess any information on these matters, please bring them to us. Because we are making the necessary arrangements to appoint a special unit to look into these matters where lands have been acquired illegally. Yesterday or the day before, I saw in the paper that there were several persons who went to visit Tisatha Naik in prison. This is probably to move him into a special room. If they can air-condition meditation centers, then it wouldn't be a problem for them to air-condition prison cells. Do not allow these things to happen. Do not sell your self-respect for lowly acts such as these.
තියන්න එපා. තුට්ටු දෙකට ආත්ම ගෞරවය විකුණන්නට එපා අපි.
A fire broke out in a three-story building in the Lunukade junction in Dikwala, Beliata. According to the police, the fire had broken out last night.
The fire broke out at a furniture shop in the Lunukade junction in Dikwala, Beliata.
At around 8 to 8:15 in the night, I got a smell of something burning. When I came here, there was around 3 to 4 people. There was black smoke coming from the arch. That was the first thing I saw.
With the fire gradually spreading to all three floors of the building, locals attempted to put out the fire. The Tangol Navy Fire Brigade also rushed to the scene to douse the fire. As their attempts were unsuccessful, fire extinguishing units of the Tangol and Mathura Urban Councils also arrived at the scene. The fire, which burnt out till 2 in the morning, was doused by locals and fire extinguishing units. The cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained. Police investigations are underway into the incident.
The 170th workshop organised by Newsfirst, aiming to enhance the media literacy of students in the country, is underway at the Madavala Mahavidyalaya in Polonnaruwa. Students from the school extended a warm welcome to the Newsfirst team upon their arrival. The students were educated on television news reporting at this workshop. Understanding on communication and new technology was provided with the use of practical exercises. In addition, the students were also given an insight into the new media as well. Minister of Ports, Shipping and Aviation Arjuna Ranatunga attended an event in the Kalutara Balika Vidyalaya.
Minister Arjuna Ranatunga, who attended the inter-school sports meet of Kalutara Balika Vidyalaya, was given a warm welcome by the students. When participating in a competition, regardless of how hard you compete from either side, once the game is over, you must shake hands in friendship. When you look at politicians at times, I think that is because most of them did not do any sports, that they tend to fight with each other, which is why we as a country and a government today are trying to take this country forward together with the two main parties. We want to transform the children of this country into talented sportsmen and women with a new education system as well as a new sporting culture.
අධ්‍යාපන ක්‍රමයත් එක්කම අලුත් ක්‍රීඩා විලාසයක් අලුත් ක්‍රීඩා සංකල්පයක් එක්ක මේ රටේ දූදරුවන් ඉතාමත් දක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩකයන් බවට පත් කරන්න.
On sports news, starting off with cricket, Sri Lanka suffered yet another demoralising defeat in their second and final World Cup warm-up game, alarmingly at the hands of bottom-ranked Zimbabwe at Lincoln, New Zealand.
Zimbabwe won by 7 wickets with 28 balls to spare, led by Hamilton Masakadza, who remained undismissed on 117 runs in 119 deliveries, including 8 fours and 4 sixes. The win seemed unlikely at one stage as the Zimbabwean scorecard read 35 for 2 in 6.5 overs. Suranga Lakmal, Nuwan Kulasekara and Tilakaratne Dilshan took a wicket each, while Lasith Malinga bowled 7 overs conceding 46 runs at an economy rate of 6.57. Earlier in the day, Sri Lanka scored 279 for 8 in their allotted 50 overs, led by Dimut Karnaratne, who scored 58 runs, and Jeevan Mendis, who scored a run a ball, 51.
Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Lunchtime News. As always, it was a pleasure having you with us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Katharina Chang.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.